Yeah, journey. Oh, I wanna live a different life, man. I wanna lose myself, just making myself happy. I'm not a bad person, but how long are you gonna be Mr. Nice for? It gets tiring, man. Especially if people don't even appreciate your kindness. Instead, they take advantage of it. And no matter how nice you are, if you die today, within a week, some people will forget you in a week, some in a month, some in a year, some in 5, some in 20. But eventually you'll be forgotten. Eventually. So why do you want to live more than half your life pleasing others? Pleasing people. I am tired. And it is tiring. Yeah, it is tiring. I mean, you help a lot of people and they smile at you. The next minute you turn, they're talking behind your back. Don't be mean, but be selfish sometimes. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to. It's human being like you and I that made all these rules that says you can wear clothes, and after they give us clothes, they tell you which one to wear in the morning, which one to wear in the afternoon, which one to wear in the evening. Just to make money. Our food that God gave us naturally. Some you can boil, some you fry on the fire, some you fetch from the ocean, some they are plant fruits. You know, these are God-given food, but some people just thought, okay, if we plant these and we harvest and start selling to people, our stuff may go off before we sell everything. And if we are making it in large quantities, so it means we need to get rid of everything within a few days. You know, if it's green banana, within a few days it's gonna be ripe. You know, things like that. So why don't we figure out a cheaper way to freeze this thing so we extend the time for it to expire, so, and we package it nicely, we mix it with some chemicals so it frozen in state, you know, so it delays the decay time, and we sell it to people. And we make money from there. I mean, our product will last long. And yeah. And with time, we start injecting chicken. So chickens that take forever to grow. And they grow very strong when they grow. Now they grow within a day. Now we're growing chicken in laboratory nowadays. we've improved. In those days when we eat meat, it's not like meat is a crime. When we eat meat that eats grass, eat meat that eats plants. That's why when you talk about the Bible, they talk about ram, they talk about sheep. That's why you see Muslims use ram or something. Those are animals that eat grass. So nowadays, even the cattle that eats grass, they've been injected with a lot of stuff. So they are not on that grass alone, they are on steroids or something. I've seen a video of a cow that it looks very jacked, like muscular, like crazy. And that's what they feed us. Not to talk of other meats that they mix together in all these fast food and stuff that we've researched and know about. A lot is upside down. Someone decided to name the days of the week after some gods, and all of us, we hold religion as if it's our birthright. If someone speak against your pastor, you can kill that person for your pastor, like the pastor is the God. We've been I think we've got into a point of no return. If we do return, it will be a miracle. I see there is a awakeness going on now around the world with the war and with the protests, and people are getting more awake now. People are getting more aware now. You know? But if you're still asleep, wake up. I'm saying here today, in front of anyone who might watch this, I've decided to choose a path of self-discovery, of why I'm really here, who I really am. So forgive me if some things I've been doing before, I won't be doing it anymore. But if you want to change the way you view things, you'll have to change the way you do things. So it's gonna be kind of selfish to some people. But please allow me to be selfish. If anyone wants to be in my life, and whenever they need me, to let me know. Not to say I won't check on people time to time, but I don't want anyone coming to ask me, why don't you check on me? Why haven't you spoken to me? You are a human being like me. So let's not ask each other what you should have done also. I'm just putting this out here just in case anyone and I mean anyone. I want peace of mind. I want to discover myself. I want to know why I'm here on earth. Not a lot of people are curious enough to actually try and understand. Maybe it's a phase, but I want to enjoy this phase. I want to go on this phase. I want to eat more of my veggies, try and stay away from meat, dairy, all these boxed foods, all this food with expiry date. It's a lot, but I'm willing to take it one step at a time. I mean, I believe God gave us this fruit and vegetables and all this plantation for our consumption. It didn't create it so we can remanufacture it or recreate it or process it or this. He wanted us to eat it in that form. And that's why you see when people eat healthy and also exercise, their skin looks good, their body looks perfect, well shaped. I mean, it's as easy as that. Abstain from food as much as you can. If you can try and fast from morning till 10, start like that. Maybe tomorrow you can extend it to 11, and the next day you can extend it to 12, and maybe in 2 weeks time you fast until 2 o'clock, and the other time is 3. Just start slowly till you can do maybe the whole day, and maybe it's in the evening, and maybe even just take one day and take a break from all this fast food and eat your fruit, eat your vegetables, eat your beans, chia seeds, your cucumber, your banana, your apple, your berries, your tofu, even eggs. It's okay. Your chia seeds. I'm just trying to remember, but just eat healthy, man, once in a while, so you can make it an habit. The natural stuff that you eat stays in your body and repair it. All this processed food, it takes a while for your body to digest anything, because it needs to separate the chemicals from the food, and the chemicals will do their own side effect, and the food that has no nutrient will just pass through your body. Maybe 1% out of 100% will be nutrient to your body. The rest of those mixed with fat and whatever, I think the stores in your body. I mean, since I started practice this fasting slowly, I go to gym almost daily. At least in a week I go to gym lowest 4 times a week. Sometimes I do 6 days a week. So I'm active in the gym. I was 99 kg, almost 100 kg. But since I started this fasting and I started not eating in the morning, initially I'll eat yogurt and muesli in the morning. I mean, I was trying to eat healthy too, but I still drink cold drink. I can finish a bottle of cold drink in a day, especially on weekends. So I would drink wine almost every day, and I'm gonna eat till I'm full at night. Maybe I'll eat around 8, Then while when I'm just lying in bed after I've eaten and I know I'm full, I'm still looking for like some snacks. Just two snacks before I smoke and sleep or something. You know. And those are habits that just stays. I just wash my stomach and it keeps growing and growing and going up and going up. But since I cut out all these biscuits, late night biscuit and stuff, and I buy chin chin most of those times and eat at night. I'm just someone that want to snack. Sometimes I'll take cereal and I'll eat it after I've eaten dinner. I think it's because I go to the gym. That's why I wasn't really out of shape. That's why I could get away with it. But ever since I started eating more fruit, more veggies, from 99 I got to 96, and from 96 I got to 92, and I'm around 91 now, I'm sure, within a month. Can you imagine? I mean, people say I've lost weight, but I still look big. And I am seeing the weight shed slowly, and I see like my form coming. I see my arm is looking more defined, my body is taking shape, my gut is taking, my torso is taking shape. It means it work. Fast. Starve yourself. If you starve yourself, you're starving those fats. Those fats will melt away. Yeah. So starve yourself. It's the only way you can lose weight. You need to starve yourself. You need to fast. It's the only way. Reframe yourself. If you can't fast immediately, reduce your portion. If you've been eating a full plate of food, reduce it to half and quarter. Take out a quarter of it. Drink water between the meals so you can be full more. The more water you drink, the more the food digests. Don't let anyone tell you don't drink between meals. It doesn't make sense. You drink after you eat. The only reason that back in those days parents would say don't drink water until you finish eating your food is because they want you to be full with the food. They know that if you take in 1 spoon and you're drinking water, you get full more. You might not finish the food, you waste the food. So those were the logic behind it. So if you wanna eat less, so it's an easy way. If you've been finishing full plates before and you drink water, now put food on that plate, but remove like a quarter portion than usual, and try and drink water like in between. Maybe you eat half of it, then drink maybe a full cup of water, then eat the other half of it, and see how you feel after. And if you feel like you want to snack something after, maybe take some hazelnuts, some walnuts, some peanuts, and just eat a little bit of it. Eat some fruit if you feel the munchies. Eat some greens. Maybe if you want more, make some veggies mixed with pepper and all of that. Make like a stir fry. and it will taste nice. You can still put your spice in this thing, but not put too much, but salt it to taste. It's okay. But let's take care of ourselves. It's the only thing we have, and it's the key to longevity. All this life of ours that has been cut short. I mean, instead of a 13-month year, now we have a 12-month year. Instead of the year starting in April, now the year starts in January. And the people that know about that, they call them fools. That's why you have April Fools. Because if every year has 13 months, it means every day of the year will have 28 days, which that is gonna be exact 4 weeks, I think. Yes. So that is gonna be an exact 4 weeks in a month. And every first will be, I think, Monday. Every second will be Tuesday. Every third will be Wednesday. Every day, every month, every year. So you ask yourself why. Why? Just trying to look at this guy's ear. They're looking dodgy. So, I mean, like I said, it's not for everyone. But a few curious one will ask questions. They're going into the house there. I'll check them when they come out. It's a quiet area. Some people like to be dodgy here. Especially now that it's raining or something. So, guys, we've forgotten. But let's be curious a little bit. In that hot dog that they make, is it meat that is there? Is it cow's meat? Is it horse meat? Is it human meat? You don't know. Now, I don't think I want to eat food that I don't know how it's prepared. I don't see how it's prepared. So, and I don't think I wanna go out and be among crowd, partying and dancing and drinking. I don't see that as my scene anymore. Yeah, I don't see that as my scene anymore. I mean, it's not gonna make sense to a lot of people, but I mean, my choice is my choice, man. And no one really has to understand, because you can't explain it. Oh, I thought I saw someone. Maybe I'm seeing something. So I can't explain it, man. I can't explain it. But I've chose to find out things for myself. And I'm not saying I'm knowledgeable, but at least I have an idea of what is going on. And I know we've all been programmed right from birth. Even the education that they give us is all false, all fake. Instead of learning life lesson, giving you a book, wasting a lot of years going to read something you might not even need to become a billionaire. And we just buy into that. And it's not our fault, man. I mean, it's the way we know life to be. It's the way we know life to be. But at some point you have to find your purpose in life. And I think I find mine. Yeah. I think I found mine. And it's gonna be a slow and forever journey. Health wise, and I go to gym as often as I can. Get used to waking up 5 a.m. Go to the gym. I mean, today I wasn't even supposed to wake up at 5 a.m., but there I am. 5, I'm awake. Ready. I want to wake up ready. I want to take my destiny in my hand. I know where I'm going. I have a picture of what I want in my life. And I will get it. In the next 10 years, I will get everything I want. I will have property here in Cape Town. I will have property back at home. I will have cars. A Lamborghini SUV and a Ferrari SUV, whichever latest they have then. And I will have the R8 that I've always wanted. I will have crazy money. I will be known everywhere I go. I will be a big philanthropist. I will help others. I will make millionaires. I will invest in people's business. I will raise people up. I will be a blessing to millions of people. I will take people out of poverty. I will never be forgotten in this world. My name will be remembered as a man that came and make a mark, a man that chose a path that no one would have thought he would, a man that chose a different path, a man that helped others, a man that helped millions, a man that changed people's lives, a man that turned people from poverty to wealth. That's my goal. And I want to have a lot of children too. I have the money then. Anyways, a lot of children means my name will be spread all over the world. Who says it's a crime to have a lot of children? Who made that law? I mean, do you not understand the law behind marriage? Or maybe it's just my overthinking. I mean, why would someone want to bind you with one person Out of all the beautiful women God have created, and all the beautiful men God have created, why would someone tell you when you sleep around is fornication? Don't you see all these words are English made up words? Fine, it is in the Bible, but human beings made those laws. I mean, I was listening to GG33, and he was saying he believed that there's a supreme being, but it doesn't interfere, but there's also a God that is in charge of this earth that we have, but he believes that God that is in charge is not benevolent at all. And in a way, it kind of makes sense, though. I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. Because I believe if you are God, you don't need any people. I mean, you go to church and they say, hey, God needs your money. Pay your tithes. The pastors are taking your money. God doesn't need anything from you. He created you. What will he need from you? He gave you life. Go and live it. Why will he care if you worship him? What does your worship do? It's gonna be music to his ears when it's... I'm sure he just want to create something and watch his creation progress. I mean, he knows us. That's like the Bible said, from the day we were born till the day we will die, he already knows. So everything we're gonna go through is already know. So why will he create someone doomed to go to hellfire? I mean, I create you and I know you're gonna end up in hellfire no matter what. But if he has the power to make you go to heaven, he can easily do that. So is he a wicked God to create you to go to hellfire? Because he can shape our ways. But if you say he came and he gave us freedom of choice, we can choose to worship him or choose to go in the bad way. I mean, we are human beings. Common sense means don't take what doesn't belong to you forcefully. Even if it's not by force, if it doesn't belong to you, don't take it. Rather ask. And some people will insult you about it, and it's like going to a store that sells food stuff, and you go there and you say, I'm hungry. Can I please have this loaf of bread? It's a business. So it is strange if you go to a business and you say, can you please have this loaf of bread? Because they expect you to come with money. It's not charity. But the choice now depends on the one in the shop. If it's so godly to say, sure, you're hungry, my man. There is a loaf of bread. Or if he's in a position, if he can give the loaf of bread and he can give half, he will say, I can't give you full, but here is half. But another person can make a choice and say, no, my man, can't you see this is business, this is not charity. Get out of my shop. Those are two kind of people. So you have to choose which one you are. And it doesn't mean the person that asked him to get out of his shop is a bad person. No. Who are you to judge? What if in that instance you saw it, the boy has been coming over and over and he has done it before, and the boy now make it in habit, and now he say no? Or maybe he's just not making sales that day and he's just a bit irritated and he said no. Or maybe he's not just someone that believes in charity or something like that and he said no. But who are you to judge? Everyone has their own freedom of choice. It doesn't make him a sinner And it doesn't mean he will go to hellfire. You know? And in this world, not everyone you see, you need to help. What if he has been helpful before and it backfired on him? Everyone has their own story. So whatever you do, don't judge anyone, man. That's another lesson. Do not judge. So guys, I'm chilling in the car, I'm smoking. I know I've shared a lot, even my personal goals and the way I see life. I'm smoking my weed, I might be high, but brain works. And I'm speaking to the divine. And spoken words cannot be returned. And there's power in the tongue. So everything I've said has gone out there. And it's gonna be fulfilled. And this video will be stored either on TikTok or anywhere. In 10 years, exactly 10 years, I will make this video popular and show the world that this is what I said 10 years ago that I was gonna achieve. And look at me now. I've achieved more than it. I will be saying that. In the midst of a bunch of friends on the yachts that I own somewhere. I will live a full life. A full life. Even at 100, I will still be strong. That's what I want. I don't want to be 100 and I'm like this. I will be strong. I want people to know if you choose to live your life a certain way, you get a certain result. If you choose to discipline yourself, you get good result. If you choose not to care about what you put into your body, you get the sickness that accompanying those things that you decide to put in your body. Life is give and take. You get what you give to life. There's no partiality. Garbage in, garbage out. That's right. Life, it's like infinity. This thing. It's like 8 that fell down. You know? So it goes like. You get the point. There's like 8, then like that on the side. For those that don't understand. So yeah, what goes around comes around. Just trying to pinpoint the example so people can understand it from different words. So what goes around comes around. Yeah. Guys, there's more to life that we have been told. And I am on a journey to discover that. And if you also keen or curious enough to know, what's happening. Whatever I know, I'll share with you. Anything you want to know, you let me know. I'll talk about it as much as I can with the little knowledge that I understand. I'm not saying I know deep into anything, but yeah, if there's something that you have question about in mind, about how things are, about what you understand, if I don't know it, I can go and search for it if you're lazy enough not to. Because Google is everywhere. YouTube is everywhere. TikTok is everywhere. All these things that I know that I've come to put together, it's all on the social media. So instead of this social media programming me again, I am using the information on that because there's nothing you can't see. Any question you type, even on YouTube, you get answer or an idea of it. Even if you have a typo, it will suggest something similar. So why do you want to waste all this information and sit on your ass and say, okay, today is Monday. You don't even know what Monday means. You don't know what God was named after Monday. And if you don't have the brain, you at least be able to put one and one together and say Sunday means the day of sun. Not the day of Jesus Christ that you know is the day of sun. And Jesus Christ also, by the way, was made up by English people. Jesus Christ is not really who the Christians need to pray to. Is a Yahuwah or Yeshua or something. So yeah. Even the Bible says research. In Yoruba it says Wadion Bobodaju. It means research everything and hold on to the truth. Knowledge is power, man. You rather hear that, oh, there's a ship that arrived from space or something. There's nothing like space. Don't let anybody deceive you. This head is flat. It's flat. It's flatter than the pancake. This head is flat. It's covered by a firmament, a transparent firmament. No one has ever gone to the moon. Don't let anyone deceive you. The firmament that covered this is impenetrable. That's why when you see rain and you see a rainbow is never on a straight line. The rainbow is like this. It comes like this. You know? It comes like that. Which is a reflection of the firmament. I mean, if the earth was round and there's a rainbow in space it's not gonna come like this. You rather see it straight. If you are looking at it, depends on which angle you are looking at it from. Say this is space and I'm here on earth. Say earth is round like this. If I'm here and space is everywhere around, right? So if I'm here, if I look up, the rainbow will be like a straight line like that. That's how it will be in space. Otherwise, if it's going like this, it needs to have a hand. So it's either it just appear as a circle there somewhere, or it just appear like this. But you see, it goes down. It goes down both ways. which means it's covering Earth. And there might be underneath also another round, which makes the shape of the head like round, but we are actually like sitting in between. So we're actually sitting like this, and the firmament is on top like this, and the ground that we are digging and everything is like that. I don't know if you get my illustration. So yeah, so we kind of in water, we're in space as its own. So we can inside water because above the firmament is water. You see, it's water. I mean, let's take for example, say you push a smoke, say in this car now, you start breathing. It's cold outside, like it's raining now, and I start putting smoke. You know, with time, water will start coming out from this side. So you can translate that to the firmament. The water is behind it. With the smoke coming up from earth and everything is heating there, it's cooling and it coming down as rain. That's my layman experience. I might be wrong, but it makes sense. So there are some things that are common sense, and that's why they say common sense is not common. Because we just turn a blind eye. Doesn't concern me, man. It doesn't matter. We can't change it. Let's continue living. It's not for everyone. You are right. You can't change it. But me, I choose to live differently. Yeah. There's some changes that I choose to make by myself. Willingly. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone, but if you respect it, we get along. It's just doing something different. And that's what it is. Doing something different. Make a decision on your own. Let people talk about you and say, that guy, he doesn't go out and eat at all. No matter what you do, he doesn't eat outside. You know? If he eat, it will be maybe at a stand or at a kiosk where you can see how they are making the food and all of that. But otherwise, it doesn't. You want to be that guy that say, he doesn't go to club at all. You know? It doesn't club at all. Fine, you can go. Maybe if you have a bride at a friend's place and this thing, yeah, you can go there. You can see how everything is done, you know. It's people that he knows, you know, things like that. Yes. You can make that decision. It's people won't understand, but it's your decision. It's the way you choose to live your life. You need to have something different about you, man. And people don't need to understand, but people will respect you for that. Because people don't understand. But they know there's a reason behind that. But because people don't understand you, they are intrigued by you. I mean, that's the understanding I have. People become very intrigued. You know, people like problems they cannot really solve. They like problems they don't really understand. They like to challenge them. And those are people with a high IQ. I'm not talking about people that are just too lazy to think about anything. So people like challenges. I mean, that's why we are here. We walking being. We meant to walk. That's why the Bible said God caused us and say we will be tilling and toiling the ground. Why will you create someone and cause them? I mean, instead of causing them, why don't you just kill them from there and stop it? And create ones that you know they will live peacefully. I mean, come on, I don't know if people are thinking like that, but it seems like not. But I'm just saying, man. We can question things. The time for us to be keeping quiet, I think, is long gone. You don't want to be part of them. You want to be different from them. That's the path that I've chosen. And that is my calling. So I will do anything I want from now. I answer to no one. Relationship is not a priority. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But if you find the right person, you find the right person. Don't beat up yourself about it. Some people will come but for a time in your life and we move on, man. And some people will be friends forever. But some people will be friends for some time. But learn to live your own life. I'm learning to do that now. I mean, it can be very, very fulfilling. I mean, times that I'll sit and think, instead of doing something productive, I'm thinking about what someone else is doing. And that feeling starts coming often and often, and now you start thinking more and more of that person until the point that you start trying to, is that person okay? Then you start wanting to check up on them. Or maybe if you find something. I mean, YouTube is very interesting, man. If you check in educational stuff, learning, gaining wisdom, that's what I've been doing and it's been keeping me occupied. And I'm learning new things. I'm getting to discover new things about life, about what is happening around us, awareness, acquiring power, ways to make money, what is happening in life, what they're putting in our food, what this religion is about, what is really going on in this world, who are controlling it, the way they are programming us. I mean, all this knowledge. There are things that some people need to be interested in. It's not for everyone, but a few people will jump at this opportunity. There are few that are chosen. But those that are, they will be very interested in this video because they will be able to relate to what I'm saying. So I'm posting these. Hopefully it doesn't get banned or whatever anyway. But for whoever who is able to get this, please start changing something in your life. Live your life like there is no tomorrow. Because accident happen. You can go out from your house today and someone who is drunk and reckless just drive off and eat you. You can go out and stray bullet eat you. It's fact of life because it happens to people. You can be a victim of home abuse and all of that. But if you are under my voice today and you're hearing this, please, I encourage you to start doing something different from today. Do something that if you gather 10 people, you'll be the only one that do that thing. And it's not something bad, but something different. Maybe change your style. Maybe wear something off, like not bad, but if you haven't been wearing pants as a lady before, maybe wear a pant for a change. If you haven't been comfortable with yourself for a while, maybe try change your style a bit. If you feel like you getting fat, fast. If you feel like you're too thin, eat. You feel lonely, get yourself someone. Talk to someone. Either you're a woman or a man. Talk. Talk doesn't hurt anyone. It doesn't matter what your gender is. We are all human beings, so to speak. Let's live free. Let's live free. There is more. But I like to have a community of people that really understand this journey. I know there are a lot there, but I'll also be hoping I find some. But it would be great to have a community, maybe somewhere close by, to be able to talk about things like that. So, yeah. There's a 1 hour unplanned for voice of the King. It might be the last one, and it might be a beginning to more and more. But I hope this finds you where your heart is in a most receiving state, where your heart can open up and digest this message and take one step. If you haven't been drinking water, start drinking water. If you haven't been eating fruit, start eating fruit. No one say go vegan or go vegetarian completely. You can have your burgers, but reduce. With time, you get used to it when you start to see result. Take it slowly. Take things slowly. Don't rush yourself. Don't put pressure on yourself. Don't care about anybody monitoring you. Before I stopped smoking cigarette, it took me a while. I used to be able to smoke one packet of cigarette, one packet of 20 in 2 days. And I will finish one in a day if I was drinking. But now I don't smoke cigarette. But I do have cheat days. Like sometimes I feel like, I have to wait somewhere and for a while. Then I go grab maybe 2 cigarettes. Then I smoke. But even when I smoke it, I hate the taste. I hate the way it makes me feel. So I don't feel that anymore. You train yourself. Even me not eating, I started slowly. I will start myself from morning till noon. And now, from morning, I only eat when I get home in the evening. Take it slow. It pays. Stay safe.